it got us thinking as to, you know, whether this is a good thing. And obviously it's a good thing to list all the things that you like about your partner. One thing it really struck me, and I was quite ashamed about really, is the only time I ever sit anybody down, whether it's kids or partners, to tell them off. I know. I don't ever sit anyone down to say, I'm going to say some lovely things about you now, and I think you're awesome, you're great, you've got lovely hair. But I will...
Looks like an ice chair.
But do you know what I mean? We will take the time to tell someone when they're getting on nerves, but not when they're being lovely.
I'm definitely guilty of this. I mean, me and Joe had a conversation not long ago where he was like, where have you gone? And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, because you get into like a rhythm where life takes over, things are happening, he's got so much going on and I've got things going on, and then it becomes casual, and that's the last thing you want, because actually I adore him and I should be much more romantic and tell him more, and it is, you do get into that. Oh, thank you. No, I do adore him, and I should definitely do that more often.
Didn't you film something for him last night?
Well...
Not in that way. Not in that
Daytime telly people.
I did actually do the Olivia thing, but I was taking the mickey out of him. So I told him like the few things that I like about him. But they
I forgot it.
They weren't as
it.
like,
Oh no! Let's have a look.
Are you ready for this? I would say 10 things I love about you, but I can only think of 5. I love how you brush your hair and spend so much time on it, even though you don't have any. I love how you have socks in replacement of toilet paper. I love...
Listen, these are not even real. I ain't done that in months, mate.
I love how you hoover without a hoover bag.
This is not what I thought it was going to be. This is nothing like the Love Island one.
Cool.
I know, it was funny, but then in hindsight, now I do feel really guilty.
Yeah, well, our homework tonight then is Mark.
No, don't wait till tonight. Can you say something now?
What's she going to say now?
Oh no, well I was thinking earlier about all the things that. Oh God, this is so embarrassing. I adore you, Joe. Mostly I adore him because he's an amazing father, which I think is just an incredible trait and something that most attracts me to him. I adore you because you defend me even when I'm really wrong. So he's like my knight in shining armour, and I've seen him have full-blown arguments with people because I've done something and I'm actually in the wrong, but he's defending me. It's really nice.
Well, I am the woman that came onto this show and nationally told everybody about my sex life and lack of it. And I obviously hadn't prepared it, and, you know, I basically came on the show. I just couldn't hide it anymore that at you know, 46, 47, I wasn't having sex with my husband
What's
anymore.
wrong with that?
Well, it is a lot. It was the problem with it is, Stacey, is that my husband wanted to have sex, but I'd completely gone off it, and I felt I didn't know why, because I love sex, and all of a sudden I just didn't know why I didn't want it, and it was really upsetting, and I just thought I was the only person in the world. And so I came on and said it, instead of really taking the time to talk to my husband about it. So that whole period...
Do you think you'd got out of the habit of communicating then and saying the things that you liked? Because I think when you're saying the things... If you can force yourself sometimes, even when you're really annoyed, to even think it, even if you can't say it, of something that you really like about them or something that does make you feel a bit hoo about them, it can actually reignite something. You don't even have to say it if you're too embarrassed.
In a marriage where you...
But I don't think it's not normal to not want to have sex. I thought there's loads of people out there that are like, could take it or leave it.
Well,
yeah, not more than we'll admit.
Yeah.
I think there are, but I don't think it's a healthy thing in a relationship. I think having sex and being is a part, I think it's a healthy part of a relationship. And I'm actually quite surprised that you're so young that you don't want to have sex.
No, it's not that I don't want to. I love having sex.
For me,
but I don't. It's not. I mean, I just thought there was a lot of people out there that are like,
Do you know, I think as long as, and I'm a big advocate of this, whatever goes on behind closed doors, as long as it works, whether it's, you know, 50 times a day or never, it doesn't matter, as long as it's working for you.
I think you're right, but when I came out to declare, I have to say, I got thousands of emails from women saying, Saira, I'm in the same boat. I don't know what's happened. So I think from the majority of people that I know that sort of it was quite the communication. But anyway, as soon as I got it off my chest, my husband and I talked about it, and I actually found out why. There was some therapy involved, but also it was to the fact that I was of a certain age, my hormones had dropped. I didn't know about it.
But so you're communicating now. If you could very quickly, in 15 seconds, tell him 3 things that you think is wonderful about him.
Well, I would like to say to my husband that during that time, I really embarrassed you, and I am so sorry, and thank you for being the loving, patient and caring man that you are, because it really did affect you, and I am so sorry for what I did, but I think that it was the best thing in the end, wasn't it, Steve?